My name is Imre Kolozsvary. I'm a composer, pianist, producer, and creator behind Coriuminus and Kolozsvary Productions. I create original music that moves between neo-soul. Piano is usually at the heart of what I do, but I also work with saxophone. I've also created ARIA, a recurring visual and musical persona who appears throughout some of my work. I don't usually begin by asking a tool to make a finished song for me. I like to begin with something very small, a phrase, a strange piece of text, an image, a mathematical pattern, even nonsense words, and then see what that seed can become. I move it through different stages, listen to what emerges, make decisions, reshape it, and sometimes transform it several times before it becomes a finished piece. For me, the interesting part is the journey from the unexpected beginning to something that has emotional meaning. From something small, something unseen, a sound becomes a question becomes a dream. We shape what we discover, we listen and believe. The future isn't waiting, it's becoming as we create.
I've been involved with music for most of my life, starting with classical piano, of eventually moving into composition. Over time, I became fascinated with new ways of generating ideas, including digital and AI-assisted tools. Today I create under Coriuminus, combining piano-centered composition, neo-soul. More recently, I've been exploring how unusual seeds can be transformed into music and then developed into complete songs and multimedia pieces. The first thing I do is capture the idea before I lose it. That might be a sentence, a musical fragment, an image, or something completely abstract. Then I usually create a seed from it. Sometimes that seed goes into langorhythm, which turns text into musical material. From there, I may generate MIDI notation, ABC notation, or an audio version. I listen carefully to what came out and decide what has potential. Then I develop it further, sometimes with piano, sometimes through suno, sometimes through editing, arranging, or adding lyrics. Eventually, the music may become a finished audio track, artwork, video, or complete release. My main traditional instrument is the piano. On the digital side, I use tools for MIDI, notation, audio editing, and production. Langorhythm is one of the unusual tools in my process because I use text as a musical seed. I work with ABC notation to preserve and manipulate musical ideas. I use suno to develop some of those ideas into fuller arrangements and songs, especially when I'm working with vocals or aria. I also
also use AI image and video tools for visual storytelling, and programs such as Audacity or other production software for audio editing and mastering. I don't see any one tool as the creator. Each one has a different job in the workflow. From something small, something unseen, something unseen. A sound becomes a question becomes a dream. The tools can open doorways, but they don't choose where they lead. Possibility is waiting. The artist gives it meaning. One of the biggest surprises has been discovering that creativity doesn't always begin with a clear intention. Sometimes you can begin with something that appears meaningless. A few strange words, a math equation,